Hello guys again. So we have finished our revision on section B and now we're moving to section A for financial management. We are going to be looking at capital investment appraisal, which is one of the topics for section A, but the positive thing is it's comprised of 2 questions. So if you're able to answer the 2 questions, surely you should be able to get 25 marks at least. So now we're going to look at the various types of questions which could come in the exam and then go through the answers so you know how the layout is supposed to be. So this question right here is from, if you go to Moodle, this is under autumn lectures. She has uploaded some exam style questions, and it's very important because normally when she puts exam style questions, it's most likely going to be similar to what is going to come in the exams. So this is revision question 1, and you can find it under the autumn lectures. It's named revision question 1. So capital investment appraisal. This is the first type of question you'd get. So it has to do with NPV and the internal rate of return of existing projects. So this is the question. We've been given the cash flows and then the years for the projects, and our company's cost of capital is 10%. One thing you need to know is cost of capital means discount factor. So as soon as you see cost of capital, we're talking of discount factor. So then you know straight how you're going to approach it. Now it says determine the project's payback periods. So that basically means that how long is it going to take to pay the initial investment which was used for each project. So we would start with project X. So we know that project X costs 25,000, and so we would see that in the first 2 years we've already made 15,000 back. So now it's left with 10,000 that we need to make back the 25,000 that was initially invested. So we know that it will be falling in year 3, in which we would make back our 25,000. However, we don't know which month of the year would make back that 25,000 in total. So we need to calculate it. So this is how we would structure the answer. So you'd say how much project X costs, and you'd explain that the remaining 10,000 of the projects will be paid back in year 3. So you'd have to calculate how much it makes each month. So what you'd have to do is, since in year 3 it's 15,000, you divide that by the number of months in the year. So that would be 15,000 divided by 12 months. And that would show you that in each month of the 3rd year, you make £1,250. So in order to to complete the project and to get back your 25,000, you need 10,000 in the 3rd year. So what you'd have to do is, it will be 10,000, which is the remaining amount required to make back your 25,000, divided by the 1,250, which is made in each month. So that gives you 8 months. So the total payback period for project X will be the 2 years and 8 months. So that's how you calculate the payback period. The same thing for project Y. It's £2,500 was spent on it, and you see that in the 1st year you've already made £2,000 back. So what's left? £500. So that falls in the second year. And in the second year you have you made 1,500. So what you'd have to do is divide 1,500 by 12, and that shows you that in year 2 each month you made £125, and now you need to make £500 in year 2 to get back your 2,500. So to generate the £500 cash, it will be 500 divided by your 125 each month, and that gives you 4 months. So the total payback period for project Y is 1 year and 4 months. So that's how you calculate that. Now we move to the NPV for each of the above projects. Now there's a specific format in calculating the NPV. And if you know it, it makes it very easy for you to calculate the NPV for the projects. And I've done a little table here. So for this particular question, first line will be year. So that's the years on which the project is spanning over. Then the second will be the amount invested in the project. Third, discount factor. Fourth, present value. And then the NPV at the bottom. So always remember these 5: year, amount, discount factor, present value, and NPV. So here for project X, we start with the year. So it spans over 4 years. So it'll be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then underneath each year, you'd put the amount invested in it. So you'd see all those values here. Now we are going to get the discount factor, which if you look at the question, it says the cost of capital is 10%. So discount factor is 10%. In this scenario, you can look at the table.